Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're tuned in, you already know that the NFL offseason is always full of surprises. But this one is particularly intriguing because it involves a trade that could reshape the defensive landscape for the Giants and perhaps even the entire NFC East. Yes, we're talking about a recent blockbuster deal between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. No, it doesn't involve a big-name quarterback or a flashy wide receiver, but it's just as impactful, especially when you consider the strategic implications and how it could influence the Giants' quest for Super Bowl glory this season. So let's break down what exactly happened. The Patriots, sitting at 1-6 with a defense that's been just so-so, giving up around 26 points per game, decided to shake things up. They're in rebuild mode, especially on the defensive side. Mac Jones and a young offense have shown flashes, but the defense needs reinforcements, and they're clearly betting on future assets to help accelerate that rebuild. The key move here is Patriots trading away Kyle Dugger, a versatile safety who's been a cornerstone for their secondary, in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Now, this isn't just about a draft pick, it's about cap relief, too. By moving Dugger, the Patriots free up around $9 million in cap space, which they can redirect to bolster their offensive line or other defensive pieces. For the Giants, this trade comes at a crucial moment. They're sitting with a 2-5 record, which isn't ideal, but their defense has been underperforming, particularly in run-stopping situations. The team has faced injury setbacks, with Pinnock being overburdened and Holland sidelined, which has left gaps in the secondary and in the run defense. The Giants are desperately looking to shore up their safeties, especially when it comes to stopping the run. That's where Kyle Dugger enters the picture. Known for his versatility, Dugger is a 2-time Pro Bowler from Lenoir Rhyne and has a very impressive resume. His career stats include over 350 tackles, 9 sacks, and 8 interceptions, which shows how dynamic and impactful he can be. His PFF grade of 90. 1 in 2025 indicates he's performing at an elite level, especially in run support and coverage. Dugger's size, standing at 6'2" and weighing about 220 pounds, gives him the physicality needed for box safety roles. His ability to contribute in run stopping is a huge plus for the Giants, who are looking to improve their defensive efficiency against the run. In fact, his addition could help the Giants project significant improvements on defense. Based on advanced stats, Dugger's presence could elevate the team's expected points added per run, potentially reducing the average rushing yards allowed per game by as much as 35 yards. That's a monumental shift, especially considering how much the Giants have struggled in that department this season. But it's not just about stopping the run. Dugger also brings a knack for creating turnovers, with 8 interceptions in his career, and that's crucial for a team looking to generate more takeaways. His ability to cover tight ends and slot receivers, combined with his blitzing skills, where he's secured 2 sacks this season, makes him a well-rounded player who can be deployed in multiple defensive schemes. His coverage grade of 85 and a blitz win rate of 22% show he's a legitimate threat both in coverage and pass rush situations. Plus, his tackling consistency, with a season tackle grade of 92, provides the Giants with a reliable presence in the secondary. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Why would the Patriots trade Dugger, especially when he's been a key part of their defense? Well, as I mentioned earlier, they're in rebuild mode, especially on defense. They're looking to develop their young secondary, including rookies and lesser experienced safeties, and they're prioritizing cap flexibility. Moving Dugger with his $14 million annual salary allows them to free up cap space and acquire future draft capital. It's a strategic decision for a team that's not necessarily competing for the playoffs this year, but is building for the long term. For the Giants, this move is a clear statement of intent. They're seeking a quick boost to their defensive front, especially in run defense, which has been a weak spot. Dugger's addition could be the missing piece that transforms their secondary from a liability into a strength. When you look at his impact in recent seasons, especially in 2025 Week 3 against the Jets where he recorded 10 tackles and an interception, you see the kind of game-changing plays he can bring. His ability to step into critical situations and elevate the defense's performance is exactly what the Giants need right now. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Giants are fighting to stay competitive in a division that's starting to show signs of strength, especially with teams like the Cowboys and Eagles. The Cowboys, for example, are already considered one of the top defenses in the league, and the Eagles remain a formidable opponent with a dynamic offense and stout defense. The Giants need to answer back, and this trade could be a catalyst for a defensive surge. When you combine Dugger's versatility with the existing talent on the roster, including Pinnock, you get a tandem that could really make life miserable for opposing offenses. Now, zooming out a bit, the impact of this trade could extend beyond just this season. If Dugger helps the Giants improve their defense by a significant margin, we could see a notable increase in their chances of winning key division games and making a playoff push. Current odds for the Giants to win the Super Bowl have been around plus 5,000, but with strategic moves like this, those odds could improve to around plus 3,000. Dugger's presence, especially in high-pressure situations like the playoffs, could elevate the Giants' chance of pulling off some upset victories, particularly against division rivals like the Cowboys, where his presence as a box safety could be the difference-maker. In the context of the upcoming NFL season, the Giants are now positioning themselves as a team that's not just trying to compete, but aiming to be a true contender. The addition of Dugger, with his ability to contribute in multiple phases of the game, brings a level of excitement and hope to the fanbase. It's reminiscent of the days when the Giants' defense was a nightmare for offenses. Think of the Big Blue Wrecking Crew era. With players like Burns rushing the passer and Dugger anchoring the secondary, the team could revive that formidable identity. Looking ahead, the Giants' coaching staff will need to integrate Dugger smoothly into their defensive schemes. His chemistry with Pinnock and other secondary players will be crucial in maximizing his impact. Defensive coordinator Wink Martindale is known for his aggressive, blitz-heavy approach, and Dugger's skill set fits perfectly into that philosophy. His ability to blitz and generate sacks, combined with his coverage skills, can elevate the entire defensive game plan. When you add that to the effort to improve run defense, reducing rushing touchdowns from 10 to potentially 7 or fewer, the Giants could see a dramatic turnaround. So, as we analyze all these factors, it becomes clear that this trade isn't just about acquiring a good player. It's about strategic positioning, cap management, and unleashing a new level of defensive intensity. The Giants are making a bold move that signals their intent to climb back into serious playoff contention, and maybe even set their sights on a deep run. With Dugger on board, backed by the talented secondary and pass rushers like Burns, they could be on the brink of something special, something that could make the NFC East even more competitive and interesting this season. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. This is an exciting time for Big Blue, and with moves like this, the future looks bright. Thanks for sticking with us, and as always, let's keep that Giants spirit alive.